When I was 17, my dad came to Longview, and he was in Longview. He was working for, you remember the lumber company, Moore Brothers?
Yes.
Okay, he worked there for 1 full year. He went back to Mexico, and by then I was 18 when he went back. Okay. And he got back, and 15 days later, after he got back from USA, that's when somebody shot my dad and killed him. And the way it happened, it's because we grew up in so much poverty. I mean, I remember many nights, Brother Ken, before coming to USA, many nights going to bed hungry. That's how I grew up. But after I came to USA and I was sending all the money to my mother, and when my dad came and he was here for 1 year, by then, brother, we had a little grocery store. We had a little restaurant. We had 42 trees of lemon already giving fruit, which it was pretty expensive. I mean, 42 trees give you pretty good amount of money. It was. So we had money coming in from different venues. And
so your family really went kind of from poverty to kind of having an abundance where people would look at the Campos family and say, wow,
so
they really got it going on.
Yeah, we were doing pretty good. And when we were finally doing pretty good, this guy came to the little restaurant where that day in particular, my dad was with every one of my brothers around the table. My mother was not there because she was going with my little sister, the little one. She was maybe 2 years of age, and my mother was traveling like 10 hours away from there. Back then, you have no communication, no cellulars, none of that. I mean, it was once you were going to, you gone to let you know they needed like the radio stations and things like that. So my mother was gone when my dad was eating with my brothers, and this guy came, and my daddy thought he wanted to eat at the little restaurant, or maybe he wanted a drink from the grocery store. And he asked the guy, welcome, come in. How can I help you? You want a drink or something? He said, no, I didn't came for none of that. And he pulled a gun and he started shooting my dad. And he shot him 7 times, and in front of each one of my brothers. There were 6 of them, because it's 8 of us. I was here. My little sister was traveling with my mother. But the 6 of them, 5 of my brothers and another sister, they were there eating with him when this guy killed my dad. And when somebody weeks later found the killer, hiding in the woods. Friends of his, they asked him, hey, we never knew of any trouble between you and that my dad. Why you killed the man? And they say things like, hey, you got a wife, and he had 8 kids. Now here you are hiding because you don't want to get caught, and you killed that man who had 8 kids also. Why you kill him? And he told them, he say, I killed him because I got so full of envy. I mean, that's what they say that he say I got up very early and go to work and come home when it's getting dark for just a few pesos, and seeing that my dad was getting money from the restaurant, from the lemon trees, from the grocery store. We had a butcher shop, where we kill pigs, and so money was coming in, and he killed that just for envy.
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
No reason, and that's how my dad lost his life.
And how did that affect you?
Ooh, brother, that affected me. I got so full of hate. I was so full of hate because I didn't know Jesus.
This is before your.
This is before my conversion, and I was just saying to myself, one day I'm gonna go back to Mexico, and I'm gonna save money, and I'm gonna, if I have to, even hire people, but I'm gonna find this guy. And I had terrible plans. I mean, I was full of hate. I didn't just want it to kill the man.
Make him suffer.
I wanted to make him suffer because, I was hurting so bad because of my little brothers and my sister, and a lot of things happened in between. And my mother, Brother Ken, like I say, we were doing good. And all of a sudden we had nothing again because my mother, because she didn't want it to lose another of my brothers, because there's in small towns like ours in Mexico, those things happen. They come back and they say, "Oh, these kids, they're gonna grow, and I don't want them to be looking for me." And sometimes they come and just massacre the families, And my mother, not wanting that to happen, she got every one of my brothers and my two sisters, and she moved to her mother's town, which it was like 10 or 12 hours away from there. And because of that, we lost everything.
All the successful businesses.
Oh, yeah.
You just walked away from it.
Oh, yeah.
And you started all over.
Yeah, she sold everything, but she sold it for pennies. I mean, if it was worth, let's say, $50,000, maybe she got $5,000. I mean, she sold it for nothing, and that money she spent it and moving and starting all over.
Yeah, she was more interested in protecting the family.
Yeah, that's what she was doing. And we lost everything.
Yeah, she wanted to protect the family.
Yeah,
forget about the money right now.
Yeah.
We don't want this guy coming back.
That's
killing some of my boys. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's how we lost everything and start all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.